No, I like when people come out of the closet. I mean, obviously, I'm bi as a guy. I like when people come out of the closet. We hear about someone that's like LGBTQ or whatever. I love that because obviously it makes it easier for people. Obviously, we should live our lives no matter who says they're LGBT, lesbian, bi, gay, trans, whatever. Whoever says they are, it shouldn't really matter. At the end of the day, if you are LGBTQ, bi, whatever, gay, lesbian, trans, whatever, or any race or religion, you should be comfortable in your own life to lead your best life, right? Obviously, religion and race has little to do with this in this situation that I'm going to talk about. But yeah, in general, it's important to realize that um, that if you're LGBTQ, you should be able to live your life to the full, even if no one comes out, right? But we hear sometimes when people come out, and it really, it shouldn't matter. Obviously, celebrity or person in the spotlight doesn't need to come out, but sometimes they do, right? And it's cool, right? Because then you feel like you can be more yourself, right? Especially if it's a big celebrity or somebody huge, right? But yeah, so they were showing Justin Trudeau, this guy named Mario Zelaya, Zelaya, Mario, Mario, Mario Zelaya, and he's saying that he thinks that Justin Trudeau was gay because in an interview he says sometimes people don't like it would be cool if there was a prime minister that was gay or LGBTQ and nobody knew, right? And I mean, obviously, he's probably talking about himself, right? Because he's a prime minister and maybe nobody knew, right? And then he's also talking about how Mark Carney, and I mean, I don't worry about politics. I don't care about politics. I'm supportive of all people running our country, any party. I'm not non-biased, right? But yeah, anyway, Mark Carney was saying, if even any conservative, NDP, liberal, who cares, right? As long as they do a good job, right? But yeah, so Mark Carney, he was saying that Mark Carney has a transgender son, and that too was something really interesting, right? But the thing that I think is really cool, he's trying to make a point like we should know that the person is LGBTQ if they're prime minister because then then if there's certain policies in place, we know why they're making them, right? But I think policies in place for any prime minister are going to happen, and not everyone's going to know what the person's involved in and what they like, right? It's nobody's business really, right? But that's what this guy's end up saying, right? But in general, my point is, it has nothing to do with his point. My point is that when somebody comes out like this, I mean, if Justin Trudeau, I mean, based on this interview, he seems like he is LGBTQ, right? So it's kind of cool, right, that we have a new person coming up, right? But I mean, in general, live your life to the full, right, if you're LGBTQ, because at the end of the day, does it matter who comes out? Does it matter, We all know lots of people live secret lives where they live like that and they don't say, and they could be super strong, super fit, super gorgeous, super intelligent, super important in the media, whatever, right? Lots of people are like that, right? They don't say, right? Even he doesn't say right here, but he says he kind of hints at it. But you know what I mean? So don't worry about, whether you need to live a certain way because someone's coming out or someone allows you to. Never worry like that, right? Because in general, we should be ourselves. And obviously, if you don't want to tell people, you don't tell people. If you want to tell people, go ahead, right? So it makes it easier for people to know if you're an important person, so you tell people, right? But in general, we should be able to live our lives as I'm bi as a guy, as LGBTQ, and not worry about it because other people have, and famous people have, and all that. And enough of them have come out of the closet, even though, and we also know that a lot of people are closeted, right? So we know a lot of people do this kind of lifestyle, but may not say it, right? So it really doesn't matter, right? That you should not have your life depend on others. If you're LGBTQ, you should live your life freely and do whatever you want, whether you're telling people about it or not, right? Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye now. What about? Bye now.